Oh wait, we have to do our thing.
Hi guys, it's Shy.
It's Asia.
It's Shy Asia. You never do that on point. You always take like the biggest hourly pause. Want to try that again?
Sure, whatever.
Hi guys, it's Shy.
Wait, not sneaky.
Hi guys, it's Shy.
It's Asia.
It's Shy Asia.
Jadalyn.
Oh, okay.
Wait, we didn't plan that. What's happening?
You say you love me, I know cause I see it. If I respond that way, is that conceited? I'm not trying to come off as the bad guy. Last time I played, I got cut before halftime. With you, though, I'll never be done. Like Tracy McGrady, you'll still be the one. Been here for a while and I'm still having fun. So when I say I hate you, I'm just being dumb.
Today we're here with a Jadalyn video.
Are you like doing a news broadcast? Like, calm down a little bit.
Today we are going to be talking about. I just felt like Chrissy when I was talking like that. Today we're going. We also have a peanut in the peanut gallery, Alyssa. But just know she's there in case you hear a voice and none of our mouths are moving.
That's
Wow.
me.
See?
I'm the talking, mouth moving person.
Alyssa. But yeah, as you saw on the title of this video, we're going to be talking about our coming out stories, I guess.
And all things.
Gay.
What else is there? What?
Just tell us, how did you inform your parents that you are not a straight individual?
First of all, I am not the one who informed my parents. I mean, I always liked to mock my dad, like dress in my father's image. So like, my dad always kind of knew. He would like say little things to me like, you know, if you are, like, daddy's always gonna love you. And I'm just like, yeah, sure. And I'd like joke in little scenarios like, you know what if I were gay or something like that. Like, I guess I always tried to come out, it just never happened.
But did you know?
I knew that I was attracted to girls. I did odd things like join like the cheerleading team and like things that
That's
girls
odd.
did.
Oh.
Things that I didn't want to do but other girls did just so I can be around other girls.
Oh, you fresh.
And she wasn't my first girlfriend, but it was like one of the girls that I was dating. And like, this is when like social media became like,
Oh, not me.
so basically like on MySpace you would like put a picture and like paragraph or what have you under the picture. One of my little cousins, which is ironically gay now,
Ironically gay.
she basically told her mom I had a girl posted on my MySpace page. So I'm just going through the weekend not knowing this. I get home and my mom's like, oh, so you have a girlfriend? And I'm like, yeah. How'd you find out though? She's like, oh, your aunt called me and told me that you have a girl on your MySpace page. I was like, well, yeah, I do. Where's this conversation going from here? And that's pretty
So rude.
that's
So
pretty
rude.
much like, that's pretty much how it happened, because at this point I'm like 16 and that's pretty much how it happened. Like, I didn't care. So my mom was just like, oh, so now we finally know the truth. And I'm just like, whatever. As far as
It's like, really, I don't give
Whatever.
a...
I never cared. And as far as my dad goes, like, we never actually had that talk. Like, we never spoke about it. My parents are not together anymore, so like, it was just odd to see them together. First of all, it's just one day Asia and I walking down the street holding hands, and my mom and my dad together pull up in the same vehicle. I don't know which one was worse, the fact that my dad just caught me holding hands with a girl, or the fact that my mom and my dad were in the same vehicle.
What?
I don't know.
But your dad didn't know that you had
Like, I was shy. I'm always daddy's little girl, so like it was weird. Like,
Yeah.
it was really like a shy moment for me. Not enough for me to like let go of your hand or anything, but I was like, shit, like, I'm really gonna have to have this conversation with my dad. He meets Asia and he loves her. Like,
How could you
Who
not?
does that?
he's like taking pictures as if it were like prom. Like,
Yeah,
he's
you're
taking
posting pictures on Instagram like
my little baby and her baby, and like, he's sending pictures to other family members, and I'm just like,
weird.
like, what's going on right now? That's basically it. Like, I guess everybody suspected.
Everyone suspected you to be gay.
Yeah.
And in my case,
No one
suspected it at all.
But what's funny about that is
Opposite.
that your story coincides with mine. Like, your mom found out the same day that we were with my dad.
Yeah. So growing up, I had like boyfriends and stuff. So that
A
probably.
lot.
So that's probably the reason why my family got thrown off when I was like, hey, there's a girl now. So yeah, nobody would have suspected it because I've always like been with a boy. Do I like tell the story?
Yeah,
I guess you can
I want to know the story
Okay,
because
so-
I don't even know how
go
I
into detail
figured
with
it out.
So
Like,
anyways, I was with a boy named Steven at the time. You met him, right?
no, I knew Steven.
Okay.
And then I remember I
Stop
wasn't allowed to.
disrespecting him.
I feel like
No. I wasn't allowed to go over or into your room or whatever if he was over. So I was really mad at him.
Really?
I had like resentment towards him because he stole you from me.
No wonder why you loved me so much automatically.
Right.
I never knew
Well,
that.
those rules just went away.
So I was with him at the time, and I don't know how long we were together for, but he decided that it would be a good idea to up and go to Alabama for school.
Don't say it like that. Like
No, but that's really what it was.
I am mad at you, bro.
He don't watch my video. No, but he did low key like my picture on Instagram and then unliked it, so I didn't see what picture he liked. But he liked the picture. I didn't
You're
even know he
kind
was
of
so
putting him
active.
all the way on blast right now. This video is probably embarrassing enough. Like, don't do that.
Ain't nobody gonna come for him. So we were together at the time, and he up and left to Alabama. I was alone, technically still in a relationship with this boy, but we were so distant, and the long distance relationship thing was like so not okay. Why is it flashing?
It's just like he up and left. He went to school.
But like, why
was
Alabama?
Doing something for
Doing
his
his
future.
education.
Like,
But
right.
and he also wanted to go
You're
there.
so
For,
selfish.
he wanted to go there for football. He went there and didn't do shit with football. I didn't want to curse, but it
came out.
It came out. He went to school August, September, because that's when college like usually starts. You move in August, start September. So that was in 2012. Then November, our mutual friend Ariana had a baby shower, and I low-key met her, but I didn't like really like. I just knew that she was also Ariana's best friend. Like, I was Ariana's best friend, she was also Ariana's best friend, but we didn't know each other. So that's where I met her, and then like I started hanging out with Ariana more, and then since she was also her best friend, she was also in the picture, so we were hanging out more. It started New Year's Eve of 2012. We brought in the New Year's together, and every day, literally every single day in January, we were together. We hung out literally every day in January with our mutual friends, and I guess like since I was around her so much, I like started falling for her, whatever. But I had a boyfriend, and I made it known that I had a boyfriend, so she was just like, I'm not gonna intrude on that. But I was like, he's all the way in fucking Alabama, so you know what?
Do you hear how grimy she is right now? Did you know
But
this story? Like,
there's literally
Right
so much
now.
more to the story. Okay, there's more to the story. I'm just telling.
I was just a good friend at the right time. That was it.
Yeah, and like I was going through so much stuff, and he wasn't around, she was around. And then what really threw me overboard was when he said in February he was gonna come see me for my birthday, when he was not for my birthday, but it was my birthday month, and he had winter break. What the fuck do they have in
Winter break.
February?
Winter.
Sorry.
Darling,
Sorry.
no, it's not that you're cursing. It's just that you're asking whether or not spring is in February.
Oh, I totally missed that too.
So he had a break in February, and he said that he was gonna come up and see me. At the last minute, he was like, oh, I can't come because I'm broke. And I was like, whatever. Then I found out, well, he told me. So I found out that him and his friends from college took a road trip to Florida and spent the week there. And he was hitting me up while he was in Florida like it was no big deal. Like, okay, barely hitting me up, but he was hitting me up while he was there. Like, you had money to go blow in Florida and party and do what you're doing in Florida, but you couldn't come and see me.
This is about your coming out story, right?
Right. See, but I had to preface it. You know?
All right. Long story short.
So long story short, we got closer, and I slept over her house one day. And when I woke up, she went to the bathroom, and I was like, you know what? I need to tell him that like I can't do it no more. So I FaceTimed him.
Surprised the crap out of me.
I FaceTimed him, and I
Not
was
even FaceTime.
like,
You did not have an iPhone. Stop.
I had my
yourself.
iPad.
It was Skype.
Whatever. I video chatted him. Jeez, you too into the specifics.
Really matter.
I video chatted him, video called him, and told him that I have a girlfriend now. And his thing was,
So, like, you have a girlfriend for now, and when I get back, like, we can resume.
I was like, no. Like, this is
I love
like
when people think that.
like, no, this is not like a part-time thing. Like,
And it's so funny because girls are also so more emotionally attached.
yeah, like you can't
No.
just have a temporary thing.
Why?
Especially
Okay.
with me. Do you have a question?
Was it awkward?
Telling him?
Yeah.
It was not awkward. I was just,
Like,
I
you
was
were just
over
so
it.
done.
I was over it. I was really over
For
it.
me, I walked in the room.
Oh yeah, she was
Like-
she was in the bathroom. She was in the bathroom while I was doing this, and she came back and she was like, "Who are you talking to?" But I feel like he kind of knew because I was always with you.
He said that he had people that spotted us.
Yes, he had spies in my city. You weren't even.
It was one scenario
You
that
weren't even
freaked me out.
originally from my city. Like he gave me a scenario where we were walking down the street and he was like, "Oh, my friend saw you
Described
walking
our
on so and so
outfits,
street."
this
And
and
I
that
was like-
street. We were like, what? That happened.
So you got friends looking
you're not
out for
lying.
me, but you can't come see me for my birthday. You
Mhm.
doing the most for the wrong reason. So I video chatted him and told him that, and he was just like, "Damn, haven't spoken to him since."
That's a lie.
There's a lie.
We've spoken to him together. Like, he's invited us to his birthday party.
Oh, that's right. That's right. I didn't know how to tell my mom because, like, not only is it, okay, Mom, I broke up with Steven, but okay, Mom, I'm gay, but okay, Mom, I have a girlfriend.
Boom, boom,
So
boom.
it was a lot.
She's gotta get it all done.
So I didn't know how to tell her. I met her dad. I was like, all right, so both of your parents know. Nobody on my side knows. So I texted my mom.
Text
You
it.
had to see your mom
She
in person?
texted
I
her mom.
know.
Like, when I tell you, she's like, all right, so I'm gonna tell my mom. I'm so nervous. Walks into the kitchen.
So I texted her and I was like, "Mom, I have a girlfriend," and she was like, "Who?" And I was like, "It's Chase," and she was like, "Oh, I would have figured that out if you gave me a little more time." She didn't question what happened with Steven. She didn't question my sexuality. She didn't question anything.
No, our family's really chill.
Yeah, like I was confused. Like I was so nervous to tell her, but then like it was like so anticlimactic. So that's how I came out, through a text.
Yeah, and like me meeting girls or going to their family's houses, even if they're just friends, I'm so afraid of being judged automatically, obviously, because the way I
Yeah.
dress. So I'm so like afraid of being judged that I actually tried to give her and her family space. I'm like, I don't want to be around all the time. I don't want anybody to suspect anything if you're not ready to say anything. I don't want this, I don't want that. She's just like, oh, fuck everybody. Like, basically that was her attitude. And I'm like, okay, so you want me around 24/7. So when her mom goes, if I had enough time, I would have figured out, sis, how much time did you need?
She was around
Like-
all the time. She's the only one that I told directly. Everyone else found out because of social media. So my best friend, Sylvia, hit me up like, "Oh my god, you're gay. When did this happen?" She was asking me so many questions, questioning me way more than my own mother. So I was like, this is the reaction that I expected from people. But yeah, she's cool with it. It's not like she was asking because like, ew. She reacted the way I expected my mom to react.
I was surprised. I was like,
The only person who really did care was my grandma because she's like this little Puerto Rican.
probably the initial shock and then
Yeah, she was just like shocked because like she seen me bring all these guys around. Wow, that made me sound like a hoe. She saw me like bring guys around and she was so used to me, like used to seeing me with guys, so she was just shocked, I guess.
Plus, I think like we're both like I think
We're the favorites. If you're a
Yeah,
cousin
I'm a
and you're
cousin.
watching, you know this. So
Yeah, no, it's not even
like it's not even a secret.
no, but I think she's always stuck.
Like as time went on and she saw the way like we interacted with each other, she was like, "We really love each other." So like she loves.
Honestly, if you're making someone that she cares about happy, she's totally fine.
Yeah, she loves Shais now. I remember Shais told me a story where she was waiting at a bus stop for the bus, and my grandma just like popped up on her like, "Hello."
Like, I'm on my phone and she taps on my phone screen, like, to get my attention. I look up, I'm like,
All right, Jadalyn.
Go to my channel if you want. Yeah, no, I already said my story, but
If you want to know like a full story,
if you want to know a full in-depth
I'll-
story,
I'll link her. Her channel is always linked in the
in
downstairs.
the down below. How my parents found out that I had a girlfriend is fun. There was one day where I was on Instagram or Snapchat or something, and my best friend, she has a boyfriend, and I was like, "Oh my god, Mom, they're so cute. Look at the picture." And then my mom goes, sorry, she goes, "Well, Jay, aren't you a little sad that you haven't dated anyone yet?" And I was like, thanks, Mom. But she's right, but it's kind of her fault because like they didn't let me date for a really long time, and then I just
like,
you know,
yeah, you didn't let me. What do
Right.
you mean? Am I sad? Like, you didn't let
Yeah,
me.
no,
Like,
so
are
then-
you upset that you haven't been dating behind her back?
I was like, well, no, not really, because there wasn't really anyone that I wanted to date because I didn't like guys, and then, well, they were all crusty anyway, and then the girls at my, all the girls at my school, you know, I didn't really have any interest. That day, actually, it might have been like a few days beforehand, I was asked out, and I was like, yeah, a girl that I had a crush on since she, like, moved here, and I didn't tell my mother this. When she asked me that question, I think I started laughing or whatever, I don't know, but I was doing something real sus. And then he was like, why are you laughing so hard? And then I couldn't lie to her because I don't like lying to my mom or my parents or whatever. But I'm also apparently a really bad liar when it comes to them. It ended up coming out where she was like, oh, okay, so you have a girlfriend now. And I was like, yeah, I kind of did. And then she was like, well, you can't keep the secret from your father for very long. And I was like, well, why not? And she was like, because I wasn't afraid to tell him, but he was always like super protective and, you know, Papa Bear kind of thing. But really, it was just for guys, because when my mom called him in one day, I didn't even know that she was gonna do this, but she was like, Johnny, Jay has something to tell you, and I was like, I was mad. I was livid when she did this. He came in, I made her tell him. She goes, yeah, Jadalyn has a girlfriend, she's dating, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, I am. And then he goes, oh, okay.
What?
Least, like, it was chill.
If it was a boy, it would have been a different reaction.
Oh my
totally.
god, he would have flipped out. He would be like, no, you can't date until you're, 72.
That's such a
Until
double
dead.
standard. Like, why is it like that?
I don't know.
Because
Too
you know
many
what? She
reasons
can't
to
get
put
you
on
pregnant.
video.
How did you figure out that your mom was dating a female?
We were at Stop and Shop one day.
We
We were pulling into a handicap parking lot.
She's giving us the tea. Alright.
She was just like, Alyssa, I'm dating somebody. And I was like, oh, who is it? And she's like, it's a girl. When we went to Taco Bell, my mom took me to her house. And I'm like, Mom, who is this? I was shy, so I didn't see your face. That happened.
Wait, what?
Okay, so Stop and Shop, she
Taco
told you.
Bell.
Okay, she
No,
told you at
first-
Stop and Shop, and you were like, oh my god, now continue that story because you never finished.
First, it was Taco Bell. First, we went to Taco Bell, and I went over her house, and her friends were there. And I'm like, Mom, who is it? And she was like,
Where you went over to your mom's
oh,
house?
it's no. And then I was like, Mom, who is it? And she was like, oh, this is my friend, and then these are her friends. And I'm like, okay. And then, like, a couple weeks later, we went to Stop and Shop, and then that happened. I didn't know if I knew what it meant then because I was super young. And then I told my friends, and they were like, oh, really? That's so cool. And I'm like, it's not that cool.
How did you feel when I
Exactly.
found out I had a girlfriend?
How did I feel when I found out you had a girlfriend?
Yeah.
I found out you had a girlfriend because I kept taking you places and people kept calling you my girlfriend. Because apparently I was in such a bad relationship before her. Bringing you around because I never brought, like, my girlfriends or any girl that I was messing with, like, around family. Oh my god, you're not with so-and-so. I already love Asia. And I'm just like, that's not fair. That's not how you do that. Like, and it was just like, so everybody keeps calling you my girlfriend. Why don't you just be my girlfriend?
I was not pleased with that
Asking?
asking. I was not pleased. I made her do it again.
She won, please.
I made her do it again. I was like, no, you can't just. You have to ask me.
Let go of my
Mine
hand
was
and
funny.
let go of my hand and everything. We're holding hands, walking down the street. No, well, for me, at the end of the day, like, no cocky. Like, I literally said to her,
Always
like,
cocky.
I was like, well, I never really had to ask before, so, like, I don't know.
We always talked about it, not in like that sense all the time, but like it was brought up like just as a casual topic, so I never really thought anything of it. Besides the fact that I was like, oh wait, she has a girlfriend, that's kind of weird because I always see her with guys. That's the only thing. Plus like Uncle Freddie and Kurt, like I was already like
Exposed to it.
I remember when I found out that Freddie and Kurt were gay. We were at the airport. I was with our cousin Hector. We were packing the car because we just came back from California, and he was like, "Did you know that Uncle Freddie was gay?" And I looked at him and I was like, "I thought they were just friends." Like,
innocent little child.
look, no, I'm really oblivious to like everything. Like,
Girl.
somebody would be trying to hit on me, and I'll just be like,
And this is how people compliment us, how we work as a team, for the fact that I'm so not a jealous person. Somebody would be trying to hit on her, and I'd be like, girl, he's talking to you.
I'd be like, "Oh, you butt."
Like, turn around, acknowledge that man. Like, you're rude.
I don't be knowing, cause like I don't care.
Seriously, I'm like, say hi or
I
something.
would really love to see that.
Like if it has nothing to do with me directly, I don't really care. So I'm not really looking for it. So if you like talking to me, hey girl, how you doing? See,
That's
no,
the
but
only
if
reason
they
the
say
only
it like
reason I get
that,
upset is because respect. Like if a guy's trying to hit on her and he's being
if he's doing
about
like
it, I'll
if
just,
he's like low key and like doing it respectfully, I'm just thinking that he's being nice. I'm not thinking like, oh, he's trying to like wife me up
Or not.
or not wife me up. Yeah, but I'm always oblivious. So when my cousin told me that my uncle was gay, I was just like, oh, I just thought that they were friends. They've lived together my whole life.
They were definitely together before I was born. I don't know for how long.
They've
but
been
it was
together for as long as I can remember.
really just like
How long?
it was
Relationship goals, like forever.
right.
Forever.
See, but that also brings it back. Like grandma loves both of them.
Yeah.
Like so much.
Yeah.
So
that's how I knew like I wasn't scared to like I was scared, but then I wasn't scared. Like I was scared because I knew that it was gonna be okay, but I was scared because I knew that there was gonna be that initial like, you know.
we did have a little rough moment, but that was only because your grandma needed to come around.
I feel like when it comes to family, like people you like really care about, there's always like a certain shock that's there.
Yeah.
It's usually more on your end. Because like when I came out to my parents, like I knew for a fact they were going to be completely fine.
Yeah,
But
like I was
I
more
was
nervous.
crying.
Yes,
I
yeah.
was crying because it was just like a lot.
Because I think we like low key not really had that conversation with your parents, but I remember like we were talking about like Asia and I, and then like I think your dad was just like, well, you know, if Jadalyn turns out dating girls, it's
Yeah,
okay
he
because
did.
it's not guys.
He
Like,
did say
it's
that.
something like that.
He did
like,
say
Okay,
that.
I first came out as bi, and then he was like, "Aw, you're still gonna date guys." That's why he was like super okay. It was like, all right, so maybe not.
Right.
And that's it for the video.
Alyssa called it.
All right. I don't know what I just did with my arms.
You know?
All right, guys, that's it for this video. If you have any questions or comments, just leave them down below. And if you want to go check out Jadalyn's video in depth, her channel will be linked down below. It's always linked down below.
Please, just give us some content.
Oh my god, yes. Let us know what
give
to
us-
do.
Oh yeah, give us like video ideas. I would want to do a Q&A, but we don't have enough subscribers to do
Ooh,
so.
y'all are in
So
trouble.
hit that subscribe button and click that notification button.
Well, we do got another video coming our way, moving and all that.
Oh yeah, so that's right, because
Yeah.
this is gonna go up before the moving, because we have to clean our room.
Yeah.
We have a moving/move-in vlog
We gonna
that
give y'all the
we're
tea.
that our
We gonna
videos
give y'all
gonna be
the tea.
full of tea, chamomile, Earl Grey, green, black. What else we got?
Piping hot.
Chai.
The Brits will be impressed.
Listen.
Yeah, there's gonna be a lot of tea in our moving in video, but for now, just click that like button because why not?
Let us know you like us.
We're very likable.
We are. You need to subscribe. Oh, that was aggressive.
You need. See, now y'all know what every day is like with her.
We're very likable.
Please subscribe. It is free. I've gotten asked multiple times if it costs money to subscribe to a YouTube channel. It is free, and it's not gonna hurt your life if you just click that red button. Like, just please click that red button.
Come on with it. Slap the
So,
red
yeah.
button.
So yeah, like I said, like this video, subscribe, hit the notification button so you never miss a video, especially the video that's coming out with all that tea. Even if you don't drink it, we just spilling it.
Pinky up.
We love you. Thank you for watching the video.
Bye. It's so far to like cover it. Bye. Oh shit. How do you come from behind me?
Wanted to win your affection, I play for it. Is it a cliche to say you're my favorite? We can go shop till you drop and I'll pay for it. Let's find a moment that's sweet and just savor it.